When I first started watch collecting, I really wanted to pick up an Invicta Pro Diver because it looked like the Rolex Submariner that I've been wanting for so long. However, TGB quickly introduced me to Seiko and my perspective on Homage watches shifted. I realized that for the same amount of money, I could pick up a watch that's produced in-house and had original designs. Before we jump into the pros and cons of Homage watches, I want to give a quick shout out to NamokiMODS for sending their Explorer Homage, the NMK08. Let me tell you, if you're looking for a quality build pre-assembled watch or looking to mod a watch, Namoki has the best quality parts out there. Let's quickly cover the specs of this watch. The case measures in at 38mm, is 46.5mm from lug to lug, and it's only 11mm thick. We find a 20mm lug width, and the entire watch is constructed of 316L stainless steel. We find a sapphire crystal with air coating, and that dial looks very similar to a Rolex Explorer 1 down to the Mercedes hand, and it does offer plenty of lume on the applied indices and hands. On the right side of the case, we find a screw-down crown. The watch comes with 100 meters of water resistance, and the case is very well finished with a mixture of polishing and brushing, and I appreciate the drill lugs for easy strap changes. The watch comes with an oyster-style bracelet that features a middle clasp. The buckle has 3 holes for micro adjust and 2 pushers to unlatch the bracelet. The bracelet is solid and it uses screws to size it. The watch is powered by the NH35 that we all know and love. The movement can be hacked and hand wound, so what you get for $369 is a pretty solid offering, minus, well, the original design. I personally would rock this on a NATO strap. These NATO straps, by the way, are also from NamokiMODS and hands down are up there with some of my favorites. The seatbelt style NATOs are very supple, and I appreciate that there's no logos anywhere on the entire strap. A lot of times that has personally deterred me from buying straps in the past. I have a 6 7/8 inch wrist, and this strap fits perfect. And the hardware is made of solid stainless steel. Now, it doesn't come with a floating keeper, but I'm okay with that. Best of all, they cost around 26 bucks. Now, Moki, I'm going to hit you up for some more colors. These are very comfy. Look, I know there's a lot of collectors that love Homage watches and a lot that absolutely hate them. I personally don't mind when a watch company borrows some of the aesthetics of another watch, but when it's a carbon copy, well, that's not entirely okay with me because now it plays into the replica category. Through the entire video, you have been seeing my Rolex Explorer 1, reference number 114270, next to the NamokiMODS watch. What do you think? Do you think these watches look exactly the same? In my opinion, the only similarities they share are obviously the dial and, of course, the oyster style bracelet. Other than that, I see some differences. But honestly, to the untrained eye, these basically look the same. How do I know? Well, I asked a few of my family members and friends, and aside from the size, they really couldn't tell the difference. Let's get into the topic at hand, the pros and cons of buying an Homage watch. Let's get the cons out of the way. Number 1, it won't fulfill your desire to own the real thing. Believe me when I tell you that there is no feeling in the world like owning the real deal. Knowing that you work super hard for that grail, sacrifices you made. The watch in essence becomes a trophy. Number 2, it won't retain its value. I don't like talking about investing on this channel, but let's be real here. You won't be able to sell your Homage watch and get back what you paid for it. Number 3, you may get robbed. I didn't want to put this on the list, but it's true. Crime rate around the world is at an all-time high. And do you really want to be robbed because you're wearing a watch that looks like a more expensive watch? Okay, let's get into the pros of owning an Homage watch. Number 1, it can give you a visual of how it will look before you buy the real thing. I've had friends do this and they say it definitely worked for them. In fact, I know one guy that really wanted a certain watch, and after trying an Homage watch, he had a change of heart. He literally saved thousands. Number 2, you can get the look of a watch that's no longer in production and impossible to get. Say you want a Paul Newman Daytona, but you don't have $500,000. This is a great way to get that look without selling your firstborn. Last one on the list, number 3, the watch will be good looking. Yes, since the watch is basically copying an original design, you know the watch is going to look amazing, and chances are people will compliment the watch. Look, at the end of the day, it's your money. Don't let anyone tell you what you should or shouldn't like. However, be mindful with your purchase and have a watch collecting strategy. Please let me know in the comments section your thoughts on this topic. Until next time, thank you for watching. Be safe out there, and always remember, stay humble.